How's it going, everybody? I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of CodeMark Financial. Welcome to Mortgage Money Genius, where we teach real estate agents on how to be real estate superstars and understand everything inside of the game of mortgages. Today, we're going to teach you on the difference between being pre-qualified and pre-approved. Sit back, relax. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
I just wanna be your superstar. 'Cause it's not where you're from, it's where you are.
Okay, and we are back. So look, you guys are investing money in there outside, getting leads off Facebook, Instagram, all the different social media platforms, or perhaps you're doing a great job of marketing to your database and getting a lot of referrals back coming in for business. One of the first things you're going to want to ask any lead or referral that you get is, have you been pre-qualified for the purpose of purchasing a house? Now, pre-qualified or being pre-approved are actually two different things. They're not one and the same. One actually starts with getting pre-qualified and then ultimately becoming pre-approved. Pre-qualified is merely a conversation, my friend. A pre-qualified individual is someone that's going to rattle off the answers to a few questions that I'm going to ask, and then ultimately, they're going to have to prove it. And by proving it, that is what changes someone from being pre-qualified to being pre-approved. So, what are those questions? Number 1, credit. That's right. It all starts with credit. Now, I can ask somebody what they think their credit score is nowadays, because everybody has access at some level to getting that level of information. But telling me what they've got and then me pulling their credit to actually see what they have are the difference between being pre-qualified and being pre-approved. Second, down payment. Well, you're not going to get a loan for free. You got to have some skin in the game. And the bank wants to make sure that you've got some money put aside. It's called assets. And having that down payment is that next piece to that puzzle to say, hey, we've matched up your credit. Now we have some money to plug in to say, look, this is what I'm going to bring for my down payment and closing costs to close this deal. And then the third piece is paying for the loan. You got to have the job. You got to have income. The income actually supports the first two to suggest that you can continue to pay and make good on this mortgage payment, hopefully until you paid the whole thing off. Now, you can actually break all this down to what we like to call the 5-minute pre-qualification. Usually when I get on the phone with your client, they're going to call me up very quickly and say, hey, I'd like to get pre-qualified. Fantastic, Bob. What do you think your credit score is? I'm a 750. Bob, that is a fantastic credit score. I love to see that that's where you're at. Tell me, Bob, how much money have you put aside for this transaction? I've got $20,000. Bob, we are looking really, really good here, Bob. Tell me, Bob, what line of work are you in? I'm an engineer. Fantastic, Bob. Now, if you pay attention to what has just taken place here, superstars, is I have actually spoke to Bob about what he thinks his credit score is, how much money he's got set aside for all of this, and how he's going to be able to pay back this loan. And ultimately, I have just pre-qualified the individual to kind of open up the conversation to the next piece. Let's talk about that in closing. So what is that next piece? Friends, fact of the matter is, the goal for any homeowner or home buyer or home seller is the next home. That is the dream of home ownership, the dream that we all actually have been set out to believe that that's what we want to obtain when we get married and have kids and have a job and finish it off with having a nice, beautiful house. You and I, unfortunately, although we're part of that path, we're really obstacles. And having these conversations about the credit and the down payment and the income are just kind of part of that process of where they have to actually go through to get to that dream. The objective, of course, with you and me is to make that process easy, to make it seamless, to make it painless, because there's already a lot of emotions and anxiety that goes to those clients of ours. You and I do this on a daily basis. But this is maybe their first time, their second time, or their last time in doing this. And the more you and I know how to deliver a smooth and seamless and beautiful process of delivering that dream of home ownership, well, the more you're going to get those referral leads that we were talking about to continue to pre-qual and pre-approve. Next time, we're going to talk about more details inside of all of this, because this is exactly what Mortgage Money Genius is about. Until then, I got a favor. Would you like, comment, and share on this? Because the more superstar agents there are out there like yourself, the more superstar home buyers and sellers there will be out there screaming your name. I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of CodeMark Financial. Thank you for joining me today.